Chandrayaan-3 is now just one step away from the moon. It has successfully completed the second and last deboosting operation, thereby finishing its final lunar orbital move. The Vikram lander has placed itself in an orbit where the closest point to the moon is 25 kilometers and the farthest is 134 kilometers. It is from this orbit that it will attempt a soft landing in the unexplored south polar region of the moon on the 23rd of August. Now that the deboosting maneuver is done, ISRO says the module will undergo internal checks and wait for sunrise at the designated landing site. Why has the soft landing been planned according to the availability of sunlight on the moon? Because solar panel has been added to the rover. The Vikram lander and Pragyan rover will stay on the moon for 14 days until sunlight is there. When there is no sunlight, a small solar panel which is on the rover will generate power to charge the battery for the next 14 days until light comes. Remember, the temperature there goes down to -40 degrees. So if the landing does not take place as planned on the 23rd of August, ISRO will have to wait for another month to make a landing attempt in September in order to keep the sunlight in mind. The power descent is expected to commence on the 23rd of August between 5:30 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. Soft landing of the lunar module means going from the speed of 6,000 kilometers an hour to zero. During soft landing, the Vikram lander will reorient itself to 90 degrees for safe landing on the moon's surface. At around 100-meter altitude, the lander will scan the complications, and if no such are found, it would gradually descend, firing its thrusters until touchdown. The lander has to fire its engines at the right times and right altitude while using just the right amount of fuel and making accurate scans of the lunar surface before finally touching down. But here too, many challenges remain. At an altitude of 100 meters, Vikram lander might face unexpected and sudden terrain changes, which can cause software glitches or altitude sensor errors. Another challenge could be lunar dust. The lunar dust will blow up, risking sensor errors and premature thruster shutdowns. The dust can obscure the camera lens of the lander and cause faulty readings. If everything goes according to the plan, once on the moon, the Pragyan rover will be released to study the lunar surface. The six-wheeled vehicle has instruments configured with payloads to provide data related to the moon's surface. The rover, which will study the chemical makeup of the moon's surface and search for water. The Chandrayaan-3 mission was made on a lower budget in comparison to moon missions by other countries. But it is going to step ahead, and India will script history by soft landing on the dark side of the moon. The south polar region, which no country has explored according to scientists, the surface area that remains in shadow there is much larger than that of the moon's north pole. It means there is a possibility of water in areas that are permanently shadowed.